Lit up when you seen this out at the car show.
You know, I walked by it and didn't see it.
Really?
It was later in the show. I went back, and hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And I saw it there, and so I go over to this guy. They're from Argentina. Look at the wheels. I think his car is from Argentina. Look, right-hand drive. I tell you, you're going to have a different driving experience.
Wow, that's interesting.
And so I went over to him and I said, you know, I got what you need to finish this car. Okay. And I'm talking to him and whatever. And actually it wasn't his car, it was his uncle's car. I didn't know it. His uncle was there. And
It's a nice seat.
you guys are going to drive this.
Okay.
I haven't driven it yet. He drove it. He drove it off the trailer. Man, it runs nice. And that one there, I just put the battery in. We can get it going. I'll have to see.
Do you have any names for these? Do you name them?
That one there on the back is Green Hornet.
Green Hornet. That's from Batman, right?
You know,
Or no, Spider-Man, right? I don't
There
know.
was a show called The Green Hornet, right?
Well, yeah, he definitely had his own series, the Green Hornet, but I think he's a part of.
No, that's the kid from Mad.
That's a Mad TV.
that show was made after this car.
Huh.
And you know what they are? If you see them, they use 14, 1964 four-door Chrysler Imperial hardtop. And when I was in Billings, Montana, okay, I bought the tail lights for that black one, or no, the white one, the 57 Lincoln. And this record yard had 5,000 old cars. Okay? I was there that weekend, and he was working on, I think, 3 64 Chrysler Imperial hardtops. And I asked him about it. And he said, these are going to Hollywood. I said, really? He said, yeah, and it was July 4th weekend. And I said, and his guys were working there, a couple of them. He says, they got to be running. I said, well, I hope you're making good money. And he said, yeah, I'm making good money.
They were all going to be for the Green Hornet.
Yeah, and they used 14 in those movies.
So this was built by Ford to go out of the country, and that's why they put.
Yeah, this is a car in Argentina.
Wow.
I think.
Wow.
Because he, I'm going to hook one of these up. I'm going to hook this up, and then you have a thing where you blow it. I got 2 horns.
A European Ford. Huh?
You think about foreign cars having the steering wheel on the other side, but you don't think about this long ago.
Yeah. And
The door is actually closed. I was about to say really smooth.
see, I'm not sure on this, and I want Don to get out here and tell me. Don't tell Don what it is. But
What year is it titled?
31. Okay, but if you look at the back, see, was it a roadster? Was it a roadster? It had a top, you know, a convertible top.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, you want that on there or off? Or?
Well, I mean, we're going to drive it, right?
Yeah,
So we'll definitely see it. Stop wars. Stop wars.
I took the one tire off and put it on the front.
Oh, that's neat. It's all bent back into shape. That's
But
neat.
do you know what's going on in the back? Do you realize I'm going to make it?
It's
Look here.
look at the suspension, how it goes.
Yeah, and I'm going to lower this and whatever. But here's something interesting. I said to Joe, okay. Take that one and put it on top.
Oh, this one, okay.
Put it on top.
To get, oh, you're gonna make a rear end
Aha!
out of 2.
Aha! See?
That's funny.
There's your boat tail speedster.
Woo! Never would have thought.
Look at
See?
that.
Did you know that?
No, that's slick though.
I bought a 30 Durant up in Washington, and they had cut the back off, and I bought these to make a boat tail speedster out of. And this guy kept begging me for it, and I sold him Durant. Of course, you know, I moved out of there anyway.
That's all neat. They look sandwiched together.
They do. It would make a cool front end of something.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
That's wild. That's gonna
And-
make a real slick back end. That's for sure.
Now, when I showed this guy, I had the money. I paid $6,900 total, $6,500. I said, no, you just bring it over from Pompano. I don't want to go through the traffic. You charged me $400, so I got $6,900. I had the money in the car, and he was looking around. So I said, here, I got the money. I gave him the money, and then finally he drove this off. And then I showed him that. I had that set here. You know what that? He was just shocked. He said, will you sell me the car back? He did. He said, you know, he said to me, you know what to do. He said, I didn't. I said, no, I think I want to make it. I want to finish it and see what happens, you know. You guys, you want, I'll tell you something
Trying to get it
else.
right back from you.
You're missing something else. Because I really think I'm going to buy a 56 Seabird tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah? Where's that at?
No.
You ever go out Proctor toward Clark?
Proctor and Clark. Yes, I'm off Clark
You
for
ever
work.
Have you ever seen that 56 Seabird guy sits out with the black 54 Lincoln? He set the two out there for quite a while. And I thought they were real expensive.
What's on Proctor and Clark? What buildings or businesses are right there?
Where Proctor meets Clark?
Yeah.
So it'd be east of 75. You know how Proctor comes back around and then intersects with Clark past.
They're doing all kinds of
75.
construction.
Okay.
And they're going to make all kinds of lanes there. In fact, when I come into town, it's like I almost don't know where I am because it all changed.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on Proctor, and you only go up a mile and on the right. The guy used to own the Farm and Garden Center in Sarasota years ago. Well, Don, we talked about that car, and Don always said, nah, he says, I can't afford that expensive a car because it's a really nice looking car. And I hadn't stopped in. I wanted to see him, but I'd never stopped in and always thought that car's more than I'll ever give for a 56 T-Bird. Well, he was out there. I had to go in. I had a heart monitor on for 3 days, and I'm okay.
Good.
And I pulled in there, and he's got all kinds of cars in there. Holy man, he's got a 57 T-Bird. He was at Anderson Ford when he was, and it was the owner of Anderson Ford. It was his wife's 57 Thunderbird, and he was buying that, and this guy met his wife there at the car dealership.
Huh.
And he had a bunch of other cars. So anyway, I asked him, and I was shocked when I saw $13,000 on the 54 Lincoln, because I thought that was going to be a lot more expensive car. And I wasn't even going to ask him about the T-Bird, and I'm like getting ready to go, because I think, man, this is a pretty nice car. So I do ask him, hey, how much you want? He says $25,000. I said, oh, $25,000, you know, and I start to look. But it was the cheapest you could buy in 56. Hey, by the way, I hadn't checked my hair. I just zipped it off here.
You're like, where did my hair go?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know if it's right or anything. I didn't even
Oh,
look
you
in
missed
the-
a little bit right there.
Did I?
Other than that, yeah, it's good. Just
Yeah.
a little spot.
That'll give me character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, anyway, it's a nice car. It's a stick shift. See, that's what I want. But it was the cheapest thing. No power, nothing, not one thing. No power steering, no power brakes, no power windows, no power seat, nothing. And kind of my kind of car. And so, the more I thought about it, I thought, you know, I was looking, and I told you about two of them for $22,000, real nice. They had both tops. This one has a non-4-hole top, and it doesn't have a convertible top. So I'm going to go in there and talk to him tomorrow. I'd like him to come down because the convertible tops are real expensive. One was at the show when I was up there Friday, and he wants $2,000 for it, and it needs to all be redone.
Yeah, it still needs to be refabricated.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go see if I can buy it for 22.
Joe's an expert in replacing tops.
You guys will have a car. This man is nice.
Woo, having fun over there.
Probably just a 292, just guessing. Maybe not. It might be a 312. It's got a dress up kit on the motor.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna go put
Guys,
some.
some race shoes.
That's funny. It would be it's a funny race.
I'm gonna go
I wanna
put some
tell you
pants
what,
on.
This thing here is fun to drive. I can tell you. Not joking. I have more fun with this car. And I was trying to figure out how to put the battery up. See, I just got the battery done.
Is this so? This is two front ends.
Two 44 hoods.
Looks great.
Those hoods over there,
Mhm.
they're two post-war international pickup trucks. But when you drive this, the seats aren't. I haven't got the seats.
Oh, new seats. No more.
Grill.
No more wood.
They took this off, and I just got one a little bit ago. I have several of them, and put that on. I always like that.
Yeah, it's neat.
That brought more attention to this car.
You need a handle on the wheel.
Yeah, I'll get one.
I've always loved those.
I
And
have one.
now the forklift at work has one, and now I want to put one on the rack.
That's funny.
You see, this one's got, look, they got an alternator on it. And the lights work. Okay. It's even got a horn. I heard it knock off the horn.
It looks neat from the front.
And